This is Obe's feed at the moment, so this is what we're starting him on. So fortunately Obe's not a fussy eater, and he's quite happily tucking into his breakfast there. And then he's got a full hay bar to keep him occupied for this morning. So on the right there are some condition cubes, so giving him about half a scoop of those. Then some feed balancer to make sure he's getting all his right vitamins and minerals in the middle. And some alpha A. And that all goes into a bowl with lots of water to soak it and make it nice and soft and palatable for him. So he's at the moment going to be getting this 3 times a day, but obviously on a daily basis we'll monitor how he's coping with it, how he's looking, and it's just in an attempt to build him up gradually. On Oebe, that's him at the back there in the black. Since the ice has gone, he's joined the herd out here again to try and find his place, and he comes in every morning to get his extra feeds. So he's been in today, and I've just popped him back out here now. And it's really sweet actually, because he can fend for himself, and he's quite dominant. But obviously with Hidda having most of the other girls, he doesn't like Oebe going anywhere near. But Mabel, who always loves the boys, and it can be a little bit of a loner herself, she's made good friends with him. So it's really nice that he's got a buddy out here that he can chat to. He hasn't put on a lot of weight yet because it's going to take time and we need to build him up gradually. But he's doing really well in himself. I don't know why he's picked up that bit of hedge. Is that tastier than the haylage you've got out here? So it's just going to take him time to find his place. I think Mabel's actually in season, which is why, yes, clearly she's in season, which is one of the reasons why she's busy flirting with him. Dirty girl Mabel, honestly. But he's quite happy. I think he quite likes the lady. Oh dear, okay. Oebe, that's not really what you should be doing with Mabel. Oebe, can you hop off, please? Yes. Yes, you're far too old to be doing that sort of thing. Naughty boy. Mabel's very happy, though. She's such a flirt. Eh? You're old enough to know better as well. You're lucky that Hidda didn't see that, because he'd be very jealous. So Obe's looking quite pleased with himself right now. So clearly he's in horsey heaven right now. Food, ladies. No, let's not. I think I'd better stop filming so I can separate these two. Although they'll get up to all sorts of things overnight, I'm sure. Mabel, you little flirt. Little flirt. I don't think Obe's had an awful lot of company. I'm not quite sure. I'm pretty sure that he'd just been turned out on his own before. So you can't blame him for making up for lost time. Hey, Obe. As you saw there, Oebe was thoroughly enjoying his time with Mabel, but unfortunately, because he has to come in and out of the field quite a bit because he needs the additional food, it wasn't proving to be ideal putting him down in the field just occasionally, because the rest of the herd, they've got their pecking order sorted out, and Hidda and Ice were being a bit mean to Oebe and chasing him off. Although he needs to be out to build up some muscle and help with his fitness and his overall condition, having to run away from them isn't really ideal. He's now in at night, and what I decided to do was to start popping him on our horse walker once a day, particularly during the icy times when we couldn't get them out and into any of the other fields. So he's spending a bit of time going on and off the walker, and when the conditions are right, he spends some time out with Anya and Hannes out in the field, as you'll see shortly. He's out today in one of our fields enjoying the sunshine. Even though it's quite a cold day, the sunshine will be nice on his coat and his skin. He's soaking up those rays. The ground's a bit frozen, but there's a little bit of grass out here. He's doing really well. He's just out at the moment, mostly in our turnouts, and then a couple of times a week, depending on the ground conditions, he comes out with Anya over there and Hannes over there, rather than going out in the herd with everybody. And this seems to be working well for him over the winter. As you'll see from the pictures, I popped the weight tape around him because it was 6 weeks since he'd been here, so I wanted to see how much condition he'd put on. So it's not a huge amount, but I don't want him to put it on quickly. He needs to put it on gradually and build up that muscle. And as you can see, I don't think he looks quite as bony as he did when he arrived, but he needs to be out and moving around to build up that muscle. He won't be keen to come in now because he doesn't come out here that regularly. So he probably thinks that if I'm walking towards him, I want to pop a head collar on him. I'll just give you a nice little close-up of his little handsome face. There he is, the lovely Oebe.